Hi everybody, and welcome to Traveling with Russell, and welcome to a new video. Now today, I'm going to go and finish off the video I did from a couple of days ago. I'm going to go to Pyaterochka, Russia's favorite mini market. Now I keep calling it a supermarket, but someone corrected me and called it a mini market. So yeah, it's actually about 5 minutes walk from where I live. I'm just going to go between the buildings here, and we're going to go and check it out. So let's go. Now we're going to just walk through these trees here. You can see now autumn is kind of coming to an end and winter is upon us. You can always tell that in Russia because all the trees lose their leaves. And today it's cold as well. I'm wearing a different hat today. But you can see this huge apartment block right here. This has actually been built in the last couple of years. It's a big, big place. It's probably, 5,000-7,000 people. There's actually 3 buildings. You can't see the 2 behind here, but it's a massive place. And there's actually 2 supermarkets in this building. So now we've got across the road here. I just thought I'd point out these other 2 supermarkets. So this one is called Verni, which is the red building right here. This is actually quite a big supermarket. And there's actually a pharmacy right in between. It's actually downstairs in the lower ground. And then there's Magnet, which actually I come to quite often. Kind of like this little supermarket. My wife doesn't like it, but it's got lots of good price things in there. So I just thought I'd point out these couple of places right here. This is Ozon and Wildberries. These are pretty much the 2 biggest online shopping platforms in Russia. Pretty much Wildberries, I very much compare it to Amazon in America. But you've also got Ozon as well. Then the Sberbank we saw a bit earlier. But basically, you don't deliver them to your home address as you'd sort of traditionally think you would, because most people don't have letterboxes. They've just got little envelope drop boxes, but you actually have them come to a pickup point, which is these little ground floor buildings here, the kind of basically offices that you'd go into. And the cool thing with Wildberries, I really need to do a separate video on this, and Ozon as well, but they've got change rooms in there, so you can actually order something like clothes, shoes, whatever, dresses, and you can try them on and decide if you want them. And if you don't, you can basically just give them back to the people and they don't charge you. They only charge you if you buy something. So if you're not happy with it right at the point of pickup, you just give it right back. You don't have to worry about return mailers and postage and things like that. So it's a really kind of common thing that everybody does here. Now I do hope I'm not making the video too long, but it is very, very fascinating the amount of extra shops that you can get here before you even get to the supermarket. So there's another Anteka right in front of us, which is a pharmacy. And then this one right here on the upper level with the steps is actually a butcher shop or a meat shop. So you can go in there and get cut meats, hams, pork, beef, lamb, mince, whatever you need, sausages, right in there. So this is kind of why in quite a few of the smaller supermarket videos you don't see too much meats in there, because I can literally go from basically whichever building you might live in. So where I used to live in this building, I can literally just walk a couple of minutes and then there's a meat shop right there, rather than going into the actual supermarket, not really being happy with the choice, go to a butcher's. And even though it's kind of autumn coming into winter time now, we've still got the fruit and vegetable guys out and about. So this is one of my local ones that I can come to. He's got even some kind of unseasonal things like strawberries and raspberries, but all the kind of normal things there are tomatoes, cucumbers, mandarins are coming in now. And he's even got some fish over here as well. Some of the, well, kind of fresh fish, but I'm not too sure how fresh, but apples, there's some watermelons in the back, and then some corn. Corn's pretty cheap here as well, if you want to basically boil your own corn. And then grapes and pomegranates, everything, eggplant. So those guys that sell from the back of their truck there, they basically go to the wholesale markets in Moscow. There's one called Food City, and they'll pick up basically the day's worth of stuff. They'll sell out pretty much in a whole day from morning to night, and they'll go back again in the morning and grab it. Now basically they only take cash there, or you can do phone bank transfer. So he'll give you his phone number and you'll just put the money right into his bank account what you want to buy. Very straightforward and good value. So if you are following along with the channel, you'll know that we went to Dixie right here on the left-hand side. And then this is our old apartment entrance going back a couple of years ago now. And then this is Pyaterochka. So let's head on inside as I walk up the steps and check it out. Okay, so coming on inside, They've got these double door entries in a lot of the stores because of how cold it gets in wintertime. So yeah, they've got kind of electric doors everywhere. They've got the little small mini trolleys here as well. They're kind of like kid-size shopping trolleys or baskets. And then again, very typical. This is the usual way that everybody shops. There's either the hand basket or there's the little pull-behind cart here on wheels. These are pretty much the favorite way to shop in Russia. No matter you go to the big supermarket or the small ones. And as we come in and walk around here, we'll see water's always a big seller here. A lot of people tend to use bottled water over tap water. Lay's potato chips right out the front. It's 160 rubles for the big bag of potato chips too. These are kind of like a jumbo one. And then just looking around, one of the ladies filling up the aisles over there. So this store does get busy from time to time. I'm kind of in the early afternoon now, so I'm pretty much always not going to see people in my video, but it's always busy behind me, let's say. Cat food seems to be again everywhere in every shop on special. 19 rubles for Felix. And then lots of fruit and vegetables right out the front here. Lemons, grapefruits. There's bananas sort of tucked away over there. A little bit green, but give them a day or two, they'll come around. And we'll see the kind of in-season fruit here. It's grapes at the moment. So you've got a few different varieties of grapes. And these classic green grapes right here. 99 rubles. Actually look pretty nice, those ones. There's even a pineapple right there. One pineapple. Not sure for a Pyaterochka how popular pineapples are, but we've definitely got them. Even in a small mini mart like this. Mini market, let me get the right word, mini market. There's also some pay-by-weight nuts here and dried fruits. My wife likes these different things to have always at in the kitchen. And all the usual Russian fruits here. You know, quite a few different choices of apples. And then our very stock tomatoes and cucumbers. Plenty of them as well. And then since they remodeled this place, by the way, this was remodeled about 2 years ago, maybe a little bit less. They put these nice glass door fridges in here, which I really like. So basically gives you a definite, you know, refrigerated temperature on everything. Here's all the pickled vegetables. Get it like kind of like cold slaws style. Mushrooms. And then all of the salamis and sausages and cured meats. Plenty of choices. A lot of them come in these kind of little sachet packets. These are pretty normal anywhere, I think. So yeah, I'm not gonna show every price. Now the cool thing about this Pyaterochka, and actually the reason I like to come here, is because they've got a little mini bakery back here. So all these kind of breads right here on the front, this would almost be kind of like a French breadstick, I guess you would call it. 32 rubles. These are all basically baked in the store, and actually these is what I'm going to take home, and what I like. These are the garlic breads here. 50 rubles for a stick of garlic bread. So yeah, these breads would all be baked in the store. There's also, pretty sure these ones come from outside, but when you're in here at the moment, we don't have smell-o-vision, but there's a different smell of fresh bread when you come in. There's actually kind of some beers and cool drinks tucked in the middle here of the fridges. How's that? You walk right in and there's already beer at the entrance almost. Yeah, and they've got some pastries over here. So these are the ones with like different fillings like raspberry or strawberry. And these little scrolls. And there's even these kind of pre-made pizzas. 60 rubles for a pre-made pizza. They basically just microwave them. We can eat them cold. And then these will be all the breads that they'll get from outside delivered as well. This American loaf here again, Harry's, with this incredibly, it's almost like yellow here, but it's incredibly white. The lighting is a bit off, but it's so white, the top of it. And then, as you'll see, pretty much most of the bread here is in half loaves. There is a couple of kind of bigger loaves right here, but it's much smaller sliced bread than usual sliced bread, let's call it. So yeah, it's very common that people just buy the smaller loaved bread. Loaved? Is that the right word? Let me know. And there's chicken here. So this chicken and meat section is very small. Obviously, like we pointed out at the beginning, there's a butcher's next door in the next building. So there's a little bit of packaged meat, chicken wings, chicken legs. Sometimes we'll actually grab these and just put them in the oven ourselves and do these. And some fish, like crab sticks right there. So yeah, hopefully this video won't drag on too long, but we'll walk around and see what we see. And then here's all the sachets here to do the cooking in the oven. Not sure what they ready meals. I'm not sure what the word is for these. Plenty of things on special here. Again, there's kind of dotted around. You'll always see like every other item or so has all the specials. Yeah, walking around, there's plenty of different things on special, but Pyaterochka does this. I mean, it's a weekly thing. So you're going to come in and sort of look for your specials and markdowns right here. Here's some Earl Grey tea bags, 100 in a packet, 220 rubles. And there's some different coffees here as well. So you can look at the prices, maybe pause the video and check them out yourself, what prices they are. Here's all their kind of advertised specials as well. These bottled waters are what we commonly buy here a lot, this Pine Forest one. Actually, this is actually kind of cheap as well, 99 rubles for the 5-litre bottle. So yeah, let's keep on walking. It's almost strange while I'm walking around here that there's no one in here. I can come in here on any day of the week and I feel like I'm, crowded around when I go look at something to buy. Here's all the biscuits and the nuts and packaged nuts, and then there's some canned vegetables over here. Pretty much your canned vegetables consist of corn and peas. That's pretty much it. And then actually there's some fruits here, canned fruits. Actually, sorry, there's also these olives as well, but most people are getting a lot of stuff fresh here, so it's not really necessary. And here's the extensive box cereal section. Again, two choices. But down here are all the porridges and oats as well. So you've got choices there. Look at that, there's even microwave popcorn on the bottom there. Again, with these mini market style supermarkets, everything's a little bit more crammed in. So it's all here, it's all fully stocked. You just have to kind of walk around and sort of find it. Canned tunas and fish. My wife likes these. I'm not a big fan of them. Choco pies. I don't like these either, but these are hugely popular. 175 rubles. This pineapple one, I really don't like. The original one I can kind of bear with right there. The pineapple one's on special this week, so. And then these biscuits. Lots of dry biscuits here and kind of like cookie style. People drink a lot of tea and coffee here, so it's kind of a thing to do. Potato chips, look at that, Cheetos, Lay's. Nice and filled up. So just keep in mind again as I'm walking around here, so this is obviously Pyaterochka where we're in, but next door is Dixie. And then at the very beginning there you saw Magnet, which is the one I would go to quite a fair bit. Here's all the cookies and these chocolate wafers. These are very nice, by the way. 80 rubles. You've got 4 supermarkets within a couple of 100 meters, so you don't have to buy everything in the one store. You can walk around and kind of buy a little bit in each of them. It's not that this is your supermarket where you're going to shop. Here's all the candy section. It's not very big in here. It's mostly just chocolate bars. There's a few other Raffaello Ferrero there. And then the back section here with the potatoes, carrots, onions. So again, classic onions, 24 rubles a kilo. And then let's have a look here at the cabbage. This one's 11.99 rubles per kilo. So these are very big cabbages though, compared to Most ones that you'd get in Australia. But yeah, there's every fruit and vegetable you need. Then coming around the corner, there's a alcohol section here, so there's plenty of choices of wine, champagne. I keep saying champagne, they're more than likely not all French in here. There'll be mostly sparkling wines. Vodka section. Look at that, Ruski Standard. Pretty much the most known Russian vodka, I think, outside of Russia. Maybe Stolichnya, maybe a little bit more well known. They say Russian vodka, but a lot of it, if you buy Stolichnya outside of Russia, it's made in Latvia. So they say Russian vodka, but it's made in Latvia. And then the beers. So again, most beer is under sort of between about 50 and 70 rubles, so about $1 or more a can. And these are the kind of the half-litre size, or 450 mils. See here all of the cleaning supplies. The staff are running around like mad since I came in here. I think they all don't want to get on. They want to get on video, they don't want to. You can get light bulbs, bug spray. Actually, I never noticed all these things in here, and I come in here often, so it's very well stocked. This is essentially a supermarket. I'm going to keep saying that. I was corrected, and I've got to call it a mini market. But again, very big cat food section. Actually, very big for this market size. All the choices. And then, again, I don't see anything for dogs. It's all for cats. There's literally, look how small the dog section here is. It's just this tiny, tiny little aisle here at the end. And then this store also has their eggs unrefrigerated as well. So let's have a look at which eggs they've got. They've got plenty of choices. Again, do your own calculations for the exchange rate, but the kind of I guess the cheapest ones are these kind of in-house ones right here. It's 52 rubles for a box of 10. And then if we really want to pay the highest price, 114 rubles, 0.99. So not a very big spread of prices, but you know what I mean, if you're really particular about it. Here's all the yogurts and kind of one of these drinkable yogurts. I'm not too sure. I don't really like these myself. My wife's into all of these things. She pretty much any shop we go into, she's in heaven. So here we go. Now we're going to hit a little bit of crowds for a mini market. All the kids' baby food over here, and then pasta. And then here's the rest of the dairy here, so the sour creams, plenty of choice of sour cream, smetana. Oh, here's more of these drinkable yogurts. And then regular milk, plenty of choices of milks. Then we go down to cheese. Again, lots of things to choose from. And then I probably miss out showing these a few times in my video, so if anybody might be Russian who's watching the channel or lives outside of Russia here is grecha, or in English it would be buckwheat, which is a very, very, very popular thing in Russia. There's a few different types. Actually, there's rices up here as well, but buckwheat's pretty much a staple in any Russian house. And we'll see here the different pastas. Lots of choices of pastas for a small store. And then here's all the instant noodles. The dosarak down there that we saw before. Actually a little bit cheaper here. This is a bit more realistic. This is 59.99 rubles for the classic dosarak. Again, still a little bit more expensive than it has been. Under 50 rubles. We could get it for maybe 3 or 4 months ago. And then this tiny freezer section here. This would be kind of the size of a normal supermarket freezer section. Again, people don't buy frozen goods. You'll find it's rare that people are buying things out of there. Sugar, flour. So a kilo of flour for 69 rubles. And then sugar here. Actually, sugar is pretty much the same price. 70 rubles for a kilo for the branded one. And then they've got the generic one right here as well. So if you don't really worry about the brand name, this is 62 rubles for the same 1 kilo bag, but without any labeling on it. The one thing with this Pyaterochka over a lot of others, it's a little bit more limited for space here because it's kind of in this lower level of this apartment building, but they've always got all their stock kind of laying around. They don't have a very big back storeroom either, so here's all the cooking oils, sunflower oils, 128 rubles for a litre bottle, and then the olive oils up the top there, and then here's some of the different spring waters and bottled waters. The one thing I must say with this store is over the last 6 months, this section has reduced greatly. They've got a very poor selection of sodas. They used to have a very nice selection, but with things like Coca-Cola and Pepsi going away, they haven't obviously filled out their agreements with other companies to get other stock in. So you see Lipton Ice here, then all the energy drinks, but their cola section is just basically their in-house cola, which is it's not very tasty at all. But if you come here and that's what you decided on, and all the juice cartons. So this was pointed out quite a lot of months ago. All the brands have gone to this kind of plain white packaging now. So they used to have, can you see how this is more greener looking here on this one? So originally, going back 8 months ago, there was a shortage of ink in Russia, and there was a concern that they won't have enough ink for the packaging. So they basically went to all of the white plain packaging on the juice cartons. Now, being that it's only a few degrees outside, the ice cream fridge is not very popular at the moment, but they've still got a good selection of ice creams. Now, when I used to live in this building upstairs, my wife would send me down at all hours of the day to come and buy ice creams from here. She's like, oh, just jump in the elevator, go down in your shorts and flip-flops and buy ice cream. And I really didn't have any inspiration to do it, but my wife wants ice cream, then I've got to go get it. They've actually got self-checkouts here as well. It's very strange. They've got like 3 registers, and they've only ever got the one open, which is the one here with the kind of alcohol and tobacco. So someone did mention in another video about where's the tobacco. It's behind these kind of shuttered doors right here, so they're not on public display, but you can buy cigarettes here, but they're encouraging people to do self-checkout here more now. I mean, it's really not really a big difference because there's still a guy here who has to help everybody whenever there's a mistake or an error or something, and you can just go to the other lady as well. I think I better show this end aisle here over here, because this is basically like the Russian grab and go section, which is kind of interesting for me, maybe not everybody else, but they've got some vodkas right here in the fridge, and then they've got some caviar here as well. So what more do you need? Caviar and vodka right at the register, grab and go. And then they've even got their little vol-au-vent cases here if you want to put caviar in these little pastry vol-au-vent shells, and then other vodkas down the bottom. So everybody, I hope you like this walk around of Pyaterochka. This is basically Russia's favorite supermarket or mini market. They've got over 14,000 locations across all of Russia, which is just mad to think that there's 14,000 of these. So no matter where you are in Russia, there's a Pyaterochka somewhere nearby, and you can get things at the same price across all of Russia. There might be a couple of rubles difference, but it's very minimal. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for coming traveling with Russell. I hope you like this. A lot of people did request that I come and do a Pyaterochka walk around. So this one's actually not a huge one. There is bigger ones, and there's even smaller ones as well. So yeah, if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Again, I'm open for all sorts of criticism. Please put it in the comments. Unfortunately, some do get deleted if you really put things that are not particularly nice, but it's how it is. So yeah, thanks very much. Thanks for being a subscriber to the channel. And I put another video for you to watch. You'll have seen that just pop up. If you want to watch an older video from the channel, you can watch that right here. Bye, everybody. Bye.